Hello, this is Tom. I've been in the Raleigh area now for 2 straight weeks, and with the exception of lunch yesterday on Friday, I haven't eaten out for the last 2 weeks, and I haven't had any alcohol, and I've been really watching what I've been eating. So let's go weigh myself and see how I did after this second week, and then I think this week maybe we'll go visit the Mediterranean diet and see how I would fare with that diet. Alexa, what day is it?
It's Saturday, June 9th.
This week's weight is 177.2, which is definitely better than I expected. That's 2.2 pounds I lost last week, and I really didn't do anything super drastic. I stayed in Raleigh, did not travel, did not have any happy hours. I did eat one meal at a restaurant, otherwise I ate in. Once again, I didn't have any alcohol, so that's 2 weeks in a row for no alcohol, and I did continue my 0-calorie meals. After last Saturday's taping, I did do my walk to McDonald's. On Sunday, I went to Panera, which is about a 5-mile walk. And then on Monday, I needed to rent a car from Enterprise, and instead of having Enterprise pick me up, I walked to Enterprise, which is about 4.5 miles. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I taught and didn't have any time, but Friday I dropped the car off and walked back, and then today I also walked. That walk did occur after I weighed myself. So going back here, on June 9th, I expected to be at 178, and I'm at 177.2, so I'm 0.8 pounds beyond my goal on the good sense. I've lost a total of 22.7 pounds, and once again, I'm right around 1 pound per week on average. This is 2 weeks in a row I've been in the 170s, so I feel real good about that. My next mini goal is right down here, 173. When I reach 173, I will be 10 pounds away from my ultimate goal. And then my other mini goal will be 169. 169 will be into the 160s, and that'll be my last mini goal before I hit 163. So let's look at the Mediterranean diet. This one was rated number 1, best overall diet. And let's see why. Overview may include weight loss, heart and brain health, cancer prevention, and diabetes prevention and control. Now this is interesting. It says, the claim, you'll lose weight, keep it off. And yet, if you go to expert reviews, many experts noted the Mediterranean diet wasn't designed for losing weight. And this one up here says the experts doled out a lot of above average scores when grading the Mediterranean diet on its potential for long-term weight loss. So, I don't know. This is not a criticism of the Mediterranean diet. This is a criticism of this website. It's a little confusing. From what I read elsewhere, I would have to say this is not correct. Is that the Mediterranean diet is designed more for health, not necessarily weight loss. So they think it's an easy diet to follow. It's number 1 in plant-based diets. Yeah, when I think of the Mediterranean diet, I don't think of it as plant-based. I think of it as plant-heavy, but definitely some things: poultry, eggs, cheese. I think of it as being fish and seafood, wine, which I guess is plant. But yeah, I'm not so sure about that. This is not a weight loss program for sale, so there is no cost as far as like an annual or monthly rate. But they do say it maybe could be more expensive. And will you lose weight? It says some fear that eating a diet like the Mediterranean diet is relatively rich in fats will keep them fat. But here we have it. More and more research is suggesting the opposite is true. Yeah, it's more than suggesting it. It is true. Just because you eat fat does not make you fat. In fact, just about everywhere you look, when a low-fat diet is compared to a high-fat diet, the high-fat diet is best as far as losing weight. I don't know why people just keep not believing it. So down here, again, some confusing things. 2016 study, 5-year trial, adults with type 2 diabetes were assigned either a Mediterranean diet supplemented with olive oil, or the same diet supplemented with nuts, or a control diet. Found that people on the Mediterranean versions added the fewest inches to their waistline. So it sounds like all three of these, the Mediterranean diet with olive oil, the Mediterranean diet with nuts, and a control diet, whatever that is, all added inches to their waistline. But then it says the olive oil folks lost the most weight. So I'm not quite sure what this means. Maybe I'm just reading it wrong. Mediterranean diet, does it restrict the food you love? Overall, no, it does not. Does it promote a specific food? Overall, I'm going to say no, it does not. It does recommend more or less of particular foods, but it doesn't really ban anything. Is there a reoccurring cost? No. Does it address wayward thinking about food behavior? I would say no, it does not. And can it be done for the rest of your life? Because the food is so varied, I would say yes, you could. So overall, if someone came up to me and said, I'm going to force you to be on the Mediterranean diet, do you think you can do it for the rest of your life? I'm going to have to say yes, I probably could do it. Now, whether I lose weight or not, that's another thing, but I would be able to follow it. Now, as far as my discussion is all these diets, really what I want to know is not so much the health benefits, but I want to know if you can lose weight. And is it possible that you could lose weight on the Mediterranean diet? Yes. Is it possible you could gain weight on the Mediterranean diet? Yes. Is that true with every diet on here? Probably. If you eat too much, I don't care what you eat, you will gain weight. Or if you eat less than what you need, you will lose weight. Until next week, see you then.